Today, my topic is how to tell a story through LinkedIn post. Um, so, table of contents will have the importance of storytelling on LinkedIn, how to choose a relevant topic, story structure, important points to note, conclusion, and bibliography. So, first of all, I'll go through the importance of storytelling on LinkedIn. So, why the storytelling is needed for a LinkedIn post? It is to humanize your brand. That is, if you are a personal brand, that is, you yourself are a brand and you are showcasing yourself or you are representing a company, you want to, by telling a story, you are humanizing it, saying that there is humans involved in this, making it relatable for people. Then second one is credibility and authority. So if you're telling a story which has already happened and it's something which you have experienced, in your professional field, you will have this expertise. You can put for you can uh, put forward yourself as someone who's experienced and who has expertise in this field, who has gone through some experience. So you're basically sharing an experience through story. So you become authoritative. So that is one thing. And also you become trustworthy and you gain the credibility also. If you're representing a company, that company also gains that. Then from all other contents which is shared online, what sets you apart is how you tell the story. So if you're telling the story and some people are just sharing a content, just sharing the success, it sets you apart when you tell the story. People are interested in stories because it is someone's experience. We all from even the childhood, we all love stories, to hear stories. So it's always relatable and also something which makes you unique. And how you articulate your value makes the difference. So just saying that yes, I have this much years of experience, instead you tell that I have gone through this many things, I have these many qualities in me, I have these many skills in me, I've learned this from this time. So this is articulating it, writing it down, your value, not just saying that you have this, but you are articulating it. That makes a difference. Then increase engagement. Obviously, if you are telling a story from other posts, it always increases the engagement. People like to come and people like to share, engage with such contents which is telling a story. So that is there. Then that evoke emotions and you can also make connections. So every time a person is telling something which is relatable, it evokes emotions in people, some kind of emotion, like it would inspire people. It can make people happy. It can make people, you know, inspiring or happy or things like that. So it evokes an emotions and also you can make more connections through it. When you're telling a story, people look at you, someone, yes, this person is, I can make a connection with this person because this person is someone trustworthy and he or she is they are telling a story. So like that. So you can evoke emotions and make connections. So this is why you want to tell a story on LinkedIn. Next. So whenever you want to write a story, how do you choose a relevant topic? First one is to know your audience. What kind of audience are you catering to? Is it like, if you're a recruiter, it will be one set of audience will be recruiters who will be inspired by your experience. Other set of people will be the people who will be seeking jobs. So you'll be giving them tips, interview tips, resume tips, if it is from a recruiter's point of view. So you need to know your audience, what kind of audience you're catering to. Second, align with your professional expertise. So you cannot speak something you don't have expertise in it. For example, if we take a business person and he or she is they are telling about a mental health or something which is related to health, people won't listen to them because they don't have the expertise in that field. So always choose something which is coming under your expertise. Then also some interest. You can share some interest with the audience you have. Like, for example, if someone who's seeking a job in technology, uh, like they will have an inclination towards what is happening in tech, what is happening in technology, the skills based in that. So it also comes under the interest. So you need to look at your interest and the interest which is resonating with the audience also. Then industry trends. Things keep changing in every field. So, you can speak about the trends which is happening in your fields and how you are, exploring that trends. Then last one is everything should be valuable, something which sends a message across, something which adds value to people life. So this is how you need to select a topic to tell the story. Next one is every story has a structure to it. So right now I'm telling you the story structure of LinkedIn, how it works. So first of all, there is a hook, and then there is a story. Then there is a message, and then there is a call to action. Briefly, like this. So there is a hook, there will be a story, there will be a message, and there will be a call to action. Now let's just go through each of it. First one is a hook. It is used largely by marketers. Hook means it is a compelling opening line or statement which grabs attention. You might not have starts telling the story, but you want people to read your story. So this is something which, makes people to read what is written below that. And that should instill curiosity in people. What might have been under that? What is there? What is written by this person? So it should instill the curiosity in the people and should lead them to read the story. And it should be less than 25 words. Why it should be less than 25 words is, as you can see here, until 25 words will be, after the 25 words will be covered by LinkedIn. Only when you click see more, you can see the whole, story or the whole post. So this 25 words represents, around 25, first 25 words represent, the hook, what you're about to tell. Okay. So for example, how can you just start telling your story with a hook? So you should instill curiosity, you should attract the audience, you should make them read what is written after that. So first one is just finish reading this amazing book. And you can also, follow it by, this is a review, or this is how it changed me, or changed my life, or changed my perspectives. So people will be like, okay, what kind of a book can, change people's lives? How can they change it? How can I, maybe it is useful for me. So that thought should come under it. Then second one is, my client got 100 leads from this campaign, and here is how. So somebody is telling like a secret thing which they have, like, some they'll get an idea how they can also use that. So this also is a hook. This is used mostly by marketers. Then how I got from this thing to this thing, kind of a growth. Then sharing my secret from this to this, how did I, how I made this growth, how I made this number of leads, or how I made the, this much sales, and that secret. So these are the hooks. You can use these hooks, or you can, customize it according to what your story is. So this is one hook which was shared in LinkedIn by a friend of mine. So it starts with, this WhatsApp message I received a few days back made me proud of myself. So something has made her proud of herself. And that instills curiosity. Okay, something happy thing is happening here. Something inspiring is happening here. I just want to know what it is. So we'll click on see more. So that click is also very useful to us. So we just click on it and then reads it. So this hook serves that purpose. Okay, so that is about hook. Next one is story. So that is the main content of it, So whenever you're writing a story, do not make it too long or too short. If I'm not wrong, there is around 2000 characters which you can write, or 2000 words, I don't remember. So make it do not make it very long, do not make it very short, make it like, keep a balance where they will not be very bored, or if it is short, the full story will not be, reaching to them. So keep a balance. Then it would be very clear and crisp. They shouldn't have any doubts regarding that. Then use numbers to create trust. You can use like this many sales I have created, this many numbers. So people, kind of creates a trust in people when you speak with numbers. Then use ample spaces in between. Whenever you in whenever we are a child, we writing essay. Our teachers used to say you have to use spaces in between. Do not, keep it very crowded or very stuffed. You should leave some spaces in between so they can read it very clearly. Then it should inspire, educate, or make them think. Some kind of action, sorry, not action, some kind of value should be there. It should inspire them to be, like you, or follow your path, or educate them in some way, like sharing some tips or something which you have, like an interview tip, I to resume, how to write resume, or inspire means some growth you had in your professional journey, like things like that, or make them think by writing a story. You can also, writing an experience which you have gone through, you can make them think. And always it should be authentic, don't create stuff from air. People can catch that. So it should be authentic, and also they should feel like, okay, this will help someone else also. So they will share with someone else. So that should be how the story should be. And examples are some topics which you can pick: problems your clients face and how you have overcome them, skills you developed and how they have helped you through the long journey. Like, for example, if it's a graphic designer, what kind of designing app they've used, what kind of other skills which they have developed, which helped in their growth, professional growth throughout the time. Then one thing which people read in LinkedIn very much is failure to success story. People really want to know that, what is the story behind the success of each of the people, because they might be at a very, lowest point of life. They just want to know that, okay, there is someone out there who has experienced similar things like me, but they are successful right now. So failure to the success story always helps. Even in movies, such movies always, attracts more and more people. Each of us like to hear a motivational story. And if it is coming from a real person and it is a real story, it will attract more people. Then some professional experience that changed you, or some memorable moments at work, while you were talking with your colleague, this kind of idea came up, like that. So memorable moments at work, or something which is, happy moment also. That these are some examples. These are very few examples only. You can, go through it and see if there is more to it. Next is a message. Message means the moral of the story. Like, this is what I've learned from that. So some kind of that. Usual moral of the story itself, you can include that, because every story has an ending, has a conclusion. So you have to write that. So moral of the story is needed. Then last is call to action. This is also a very which is used by marketers. Call to action means it's a prompt to encourage the audience to take a specific action, to make them like, to make them engage with your content, or share your post, or read your book. If you have written a book, if you have created a video on a YouTube, you have to lead them to that. Or you have written a blog and you want them to click on the link and go to that. So this call to action means that only you are telling them to take a specific action. That should always be there, because that is why we are writing the story. There is some kind of goal behind it. You want someone to, follow you. You want someone to read your book or read your blog. You want someone to go to your company which has inspired you, go to that company page. So that should be mentioned in the call to action very clearly. Like examples are: Comment below what are your thoughts. Click on the link to watch the video. Share if you find this relatable. These are all examples. Now, this is something which is a proper storytelling post. So this hook is, years ago, I had a PM who messaged me on LinkedIn. They were direct to the point and concise. Here's the message. So this until the message, that's the only thing which when we scroll down through our feed, that's the only thing up to which we can see. So it instills a curiosity. What is this direct message, which, the very important message which this person has sent to this guy? So we'll be curious to know about that. And then comes the story. Hi, Adam, I hope you're well. I wanted to learn more about this. Is the message which that person has sent to that. Disclaimer, I had posted about an open role in my team this week before. In my opinion, there is no perfect. So he is talking about the LinkedIn intro and he is telling the story. See, there is ample spaces in between. There are quotes to, tell this is, talk. This is being, this is a dialogue conversation between this is a conversation between people and dialogue, some of the double quotes. There is ample space, it is very clearly written, you can read it. So that's how a story should be. And last, you can see a message. That is, sometimes the right message is all it takes. That is what he wants to conclude to a message. Then the last one, there is two call to action. One is, let me know what intros have worked for you. This is basically talking about an introduction which someone has written for a post or something. Yeah, that's it. So the call to action is, let me know what intros have worked for you. Someone will go to the comment section, someone will go to the DMs. So to make it very clear, you can mark it like, let me know what intros have worked for you in the comment section, or you can say DM me, like message me. That is one call to action. Second call to action, which he has mentioned, is please repost this for others if you have found it helpful. So there is two call to action. So one call to action is only necessary, but if you feel that there should be two actions which they should take, you can add two also. Not to just confuse people, one will be necessary. So that is how the story is. So other important points to notice, you should always keep a professional tone because this is LinkedIn. This is not like any other social media. People are very professional here. They want to grow in their professional field. That is the main thing. They want to switch jobs. They want to seek new jobs. They want to connect with people in their field, professional. Only professional things happen in LinkedIn. So you should keep the professional tone. It shouldn't be very personal like that, which you can use for your Instagram page or other social medias, but in LinkedIn, you should always use a professional tone. Second one is, use visuals to attract, to enhance the storytelling. In past days, this was enough. That story was enough and people would go through it. But nowadays, visuals are very necessary. So, something which is related to the whole story you are telling people, a screenshot of something, or if it is a campaign, that success, if you can represent in different KPIs or things like that, or some other things, some other pictures which is relatable to the story which you are telling to the people. That is, that will add or enhance the storytelling. People will be more attracted to that. That will also make you, someone who has just written the text and someone who has also added an image to it. People will click on the story which has an image. Third one is, remember you're representing your personal brand or your company. So always remember that you should align to the values of that company or your personal brand. So conclusion is, stories are important to connect with audience and to be authoritative. Follow the structure, hook, story, message, and then CTA, and keep it professional and try to include more visuals.